What your teen's wrong answers are actually telling you. See, when parents look at their teen's SAT practice tests, they see a list of wrong answers and think the solution is to study those topics more. But every wrong answer reveals a specific pattern that matters way more than the content itself. See, your teen doesn't make random mistakes on the SAT. They make predictable mistakes that show up repeatedly on the same situation. Maybe they always miss multiple step questions because they lose track halfway through. Maybe they always fall for trap answers on algebra because they solve for x when the question is asking you for what is the value of x plus 3. Maybe they run out of time on reading passages because they're trying to understand every single detail instead of scanning for structure. These patterns are invisible if you're only counting wrong answers. Answers are diagnostic data, not just points lost. They tell you exactly where your teen's thinking is breaking down and what needs to change. I worked with a student named Ryan who was stuck at a 1350, frustrated because he knew the material. When we analyzed his wrong answers, we found that he was making the same mistake on every geometry question. He'd solve correctly but picked the wrong answer because he wasn't reading what the question was actually asking for. Once you train him to underline the key phrase before solving the problem, his math score jumped from a 680 to a 760. The content was already there. The execution was broken. His wrong answers told us exactly how to fix it. So if your teen keeps making the same mistakes on practice tests but don't know why, message me SAT now and I'll reserve your spot for a free strategy session where we'll analyze their practice test data and identify the exact patterns holding them back from their target score.